Hello everyone, I'm excited to share my first reflection about my personal teaching identity and what I believe about language learning. When I think about what kind of language teacher I want to become, I see myself as someone who helps students communicate confidently rather than just memorize grammar rules. To me, language is not only about accuracy. It's about expressing ideas, feelings, and experiences. When I was a student, I used to worry a lot about making grammar mistakes, and that fear stopped me from speaking. Now, as a future teacher, I want to create a classroom where students feel comfortable to take risks and learn through communication. I believe mistakes are natural. They show that learning is happening. That's why I value fluency more than perfection, especially at the early stages of learning. However, I also realize that I might have certain biases as a teacher. For example, sometimes I find myself drawn to students who are more outspoken because they make class discussions livelier. But I've learned that quiet or shy students have valuable thoughts too, and they just express them differently. So, I plan to include activities that give everyone a voice, like pair work, journaling, or small group discussions. My belief aligns strongly with Stephen Krashen's input hypothesis, which says that students learn best when they receive meaningful and understandable input in a low-stress environment. This theory reminds me that emotional safety is just as important as academic support. So, in my classroom, I will use authentic materials, stories, songs, or short dialogues to provide real communication, not just drills. I will also encourage a supportive environment where students help one another instead of competing. As a 21st century teacher, I believe in teaching with empathy, flexibility, and collaboration. My goal is not only to teach English, but also to help students believe that their voices matter. In the end, my teaching identity is shaped by the idea that language learning should be joyful, communicative, and inclusive. A space where every learner feel seen and heard. Thank you very much for listening.